Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Hoirnisa. I'm the leader of Group 7 for the English for Business course, which will discuss the topic of decent work and economic growth. The next discussion will be led by my colleague.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bagus Isnawan. Decent work. The concept of decent work refers to employment that is characterized by opportunity for work that is productive, delivers a fair income, provides security in the workplace, and offers social protection for workers and their families. The main principles of decent work include point 1, respect for fundamental right at work, point 2, employment opportunity, point 3, social protection, and last, social dialogue. By examining the relationship between decent work and sustainable economic growth, this presentation aims to point 1, outline the concept and characteristic of decent work and implication for individual societies and the overall economy. Point 2, analyze how decent work can serve as a cornerstone of sustainable economic growth by enhancing productivity, innovation, and investment. Point 3, address the challenge and barrier to creating decent work, as well as strategy to overcome them through public policies and cross-sectorial cooperation. Point 4, present case studies or successful example of creating decent work as inspiration for steps that other countries or religion can take. Point 5, foster discussion and question from the audience to deepen understanding of the importance of decent work in the context of sustainable economic growth. This presentation aims to provide a better understanding of the close relationship between, as well as to encourage more progressive action in creating an inclusive and sustainable work environment. Career advancement opportunity and a supportive work environment that encourage continuous learning and skill development. Point 6, social integration. Decent work promotes social inclusion and cohesion by providing opportunity for individuals to participate fully in society and contribute to community development. It fosters a sense of belonging and dignity among workers, reducing social inequality and promoting social stability. In summary, decent work encompasses a holistic approach to employment that goes beyond mere job creation, focusing on quality, fairness, and sustainability in the workplace. It is essential for promoting human dignity, reducing poverty, and achieving inclusive and sustainable development. Decent work refers to employment that provides individuals with opportunity for productive work, fair income, security in the workplace, social protection for families, and prospect for personal development and social integration. It encompasses various dimensions that contribute to the well-being and dignity of workers, as well as sustainable economic growth. Key elements of decent work include Point one, productive employment. Decent work ensures that individuals have access to employment that allows them to contribute effectively to economic development. It involves job opportunity that utilities worker skills and abilities, promote innovation and creativity, and contribute to overall productivity. Point two, fair income. Decent work provides workers with fair and adequate compensation for their labor, ensuring that they can meet their basic needs and maintain a decent standard of living. This includes ensuring that wages are sufficient to cover essential expenses such as food, housing, healthcare, and education. Point three, security in the workplace. Decent work promotes workplace safety and security, protecting workers from hazard, accidents, and exploitation. It involves adherence to labor standards and regulations that ensure safe working conditions, as well as protection against discrimination, harassment, and unfair treatment. Point 4, social protection. Decent work includes access to social protection measures that safeguard workers and their families against risks such as unemployment, illness, disability, and old age. This may include unemployment benefit, health insurance, disability benefit, and pension schemes. Point 5, prospect for personal development. Decent work offers opportunity for personal and professional growth, allowing individuals to develop their skills, knowledge, and capabilities over time. This may involve access to training and education programs.
Hello, my name is Rifki Ramadhani Saputra. I will read the following material. Decent work provides worker with dignity, fair wage, safe conditions, job security, growth opportunities, and work-life balance, ultimately enhancing their well-being and satisfaction. Implementing decent work involves assessing current conditions, developing fair policies, providing training, monitoring progress, fostering dialogue, and continuously evolving practice to prioritize worker well-being and right, contributing to sustainable development. Decent work are essential for individuals, society, and the economy as a whole for several reasons. And number one, individual well-being. Decent jobs provide individuals with stable and adequate income, enabling them to meet their basic needs such as food, shelter, education, and healthcare. This improves their quality of life and provides a sense of dignity and financial security. Social stability. Decent job help prevent poverty and economic inequality within society by providing opportunities for individuals to actively participate in the economy. Decent jobs reduce social tensions and hence social cohesion. Number 3, economic growth. Decent jobs make a significant contribution to economic growth, productive and skills Robots help boost company productivity, drive innovation, and support the development of industries and other economic sector. And number 4, recording government burden. With decent jobs, individuals are more financial independent and less reliant on social assistance from from the government. This, this reduces pressure on public budget and allows for more efficient allocation of resources for infrastructure development and other social programs. And number 5, work-life balance. Decent jobs not only profit income but also offers fair and balanced working conditions between work and personal life. This enables individuals to achieve a better work-life balance, enhancing their mental and physical well-being. Thus, decent work have a broad positive impact not only for the individuals who work but also for society and the economy as a whole. External factors influencing the creation of decent, such as technological change, globalization, and development policies, play a significant role in shaping the labor market and employment opportunities. Number 1, technological change. Technological change advancement including automation, artificial intelligence, and digitalization have happened industries and job recruitment. While innovation creates new jobs opportunities in emerging sector, it also leads to the displacement of traditional roles. Policies promoting workforce upskilling, training, and lifelong learning are essential to ensure that individuals can adapt to evolving jobs demands and secure decent employment in digital economy. And number 2, globalization. Globalization has facilitated the integration of economies and encouraged international trade and investment flows. Will globalization has expanded market opportunities and created new employment sector. It has low intensified competition and outsourcing practices. Government policies that promote trade agreements, investment in investment incentives, and labor standard enforcement can mitigate the negative effect of globalization on job quality and ensure that workers benefit from economic integration. Hmm. Number 3, government policies. Government policies including labor market regulation, taxation, and social protection measures significantly influence job creation and quality. Proactive labor market policies such as minimum wage laws, employment protection legislation, and active labor market program can enhance job stability, wage levels, and working conditions. Additionally, supportive macroeconomic policies that prioritize sustainable growth, investment, and income contribution are critical for fostering a conducive environment for decent job creation. By understanding and addressing these external factors, policymakers can develop comprehensive strategies to promote the creation of decent jobs, enhance workforce resilience, and foster inclusive economic growth. Thank you.
Okay, the next is the positive impact of decent work includes individual well-being, poverty reduction, increased productivity, and economic stability. Number 1, individual well-being. Decent work provides individuals with stable incomes, enabling them to afford basic necessities such as food, housing, education, and healthcare. This contributes to their overall quality of life, providing a sense of security and dignity. Number 2, poverty reduction. Decent jobs help lift individuals and families out of poverty by providing sustainable sources of income. This reduces reliance on social welfare programs and promotes self-sufficiency. Number 3, increased productivity. Decent work often requires skilled labor and offer opportunities for training and career development. As a result, workers are more motivated, engaged, and productive, leading to improved efficiency and output in various sectors. The next is number 4, economic stability. A workforce with access to decent jobs contributes to overall economic stability. When individuals have stable incomes, they are more likely to participate in consumer spending, which drives demand for goods and services. Additionally, reduced poverty and increased productivity contribute to a more resilient and balanced economy.
The importance of public policy supporting investment in education for training, infrastructure, and small and medium-sized advertisement development cannot be overstated. 1. Education. Investing in education educates human capital, equipping individuals with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in the workforce and contributes every to economic growth. Public policy that prioritize education, such as a funding for scholarship and vocational training program, not only improve employability but also foster innovation and entrepreneurship. 2. Workforce training. Continuous workforce training ensures that employees remain adaptable and competitive in a rapidly evolving job market. Public policy can support workforce training initiatives through subsidies, tax incentives, and partnerships with business and educational institutions. This action workforce reduction and reducing unemployment. 3. Infrastructure. Robust infrastructure, including transportation network, communication system, and utilities, form the backbone of economic development. Public investment in infrastructure stimulates economic activity, creates jobs, and attracts private investment. Well-planned infrastructure projects improve connectivity, vacation trade, and ensure the overall efficiency of the economy. 4. Small and medium-sized enterprises play a critical role in driving economic growth, innovation, and job creation. Public policy that support SMEs such as access to finance, business development services, and regulation reforms enable these enterprises to thrive by fostering and codified environment of CMCS. Confirmation making can stimulate entrepreneurship, development the economic, and promote inclusive growth. In conclusion, public policies that prioritize investment in education, workforce training, infrastructure, and SME development are essential for building a competitive and resilient economy. By addressing key areas of need and promoting sustainable development, their policy laid the groundwork for long-term prosperity and shared properties for all.
Okay, the next we are talk about economic growth. Economic growth. Economic growth is the increase in the production of goods and services of a country over a period of time, usually measured by the growth of gross domestic product or GDP. It reflects the economic progress of a country over time. The next is difference between economic growth and economic development. Number one is economic growth focuses on the quantitative increase in the production of goods and services, while economic development emphasizes qualitative improvement in income distribution, social welfare, and poverty reduction. Number two, economic growth is measured by statistics such as GDP per capita, unemployment rate, and inflation, whereas economic development takes into account social indicators such as life expectancy, education, and poverty rates. Number three, economic growth may not be evenly beneficial, while economic development aims to create equal opportunities for all citizens to improve their quality of life. And number four is economic growth occurs in the short term, whereas economic development is a long-term process involving structural change in society and the economic. Okay, the next is factors affecting economic growth, such as investment, innovation, political stability, infrastructure, and government policies. Support job creation and industrial development, enhance production efficiency through innovation. Create a stable investment environment and ensure good infrastructure. Smart government policies can stimulate investment and trade, supporting sustainable and inclusive economic growth.
Challenge economic growth such as economic inequality, environmental degradation, and market fluctuation can threaten social stability, and sustainability is important for the government and stockholders to recognize and manage this cycle to maximize the benefit of sustainable and exclusive economic growth. Here is a list of policies to promote economic growth. 1. Investment incentive. providing fiscal income for instrument is a infrastructure, information and strategies in direction. 2. Workforce training, increasing investment in education and training to action from work skill. 3. Structural reforms, implementing policy reforms to improve the efficiency of the economic sector. 4. Fiscal stimulus, implementing fiscal stimulus to boost consumption and investment. 5. Export promotion, ignore export through direct policy that support the competitiveness of domestic production. 6. Infrastructure, increasing investment in infrastructure development that support economic growth. 7. Innovation and research, encouraging innovation and research through official investment and partnership between the government and private sector. By implementing that policy, the government can create an environment that supports stable economic growth.
Hello everyone, my name is Nabila Nurfaika. You can call me Nabila. In here, I will present material about decent work and economic growth. Well, economic growth is important for social and economic development as it creates job opportunities, increase per capita income, and supports public services such as education and healthcare. However, economic inequality and environmental degradation thus creating conditions conducive to sustainable development for all segments of society. Decent work play a crucial role in economic growth because 1. There enhance labor productivity, supporting the production of goods and services at low cost. 2. They provide adequate income to workers, stimulating consumer spending. 3. They are linked to innovative industries driving investment and innovation. 4. They help create social and political stability by reducing unemployment and poverty. And 5. They increase government revenue through taxes which can be reinvested to support overall economic growth. Thank you.
Affirming the importance of decent work in achieving sustainable economic growth. Decent work plays a pivotal role in fostering sustainable economic growth by ensuring that individuals have access to quality employment opportunities that provide fair wage, safe working conditions, and job security. When people are employed in decent jobs, they are more likely to contribute positively to the economic through increased productivity, innovation, and consumer spending. Moreover, decent work promotes social stability and reduces inequality as it empowers individuals to lift themselves out of poverty and participate actively in the workforce. By prioritizing decent work, policymakers, business, and communities can create an inclusive and resilient economy that benefits everyone and lays the foundation for long-term prosperity. Let's collaborate to create an environment that supports the creation of decent jobs by involving the government, private sector, and society. Through synergy from various parties, we can achieve more than if we work alone. Here are some calls for collaboration. 1. Government. We invite the government to provide progressive and strategic policy support that ensures the creation of decent jobs. This includes investing in education and job training, developing infrastructure to support inclusive economic growth, and implementing regulations that protect workers' rights and create a conducive business environment. 2. private sector. We urge the private sector to actively participate in creating decent job opportunities through sustainable investment and corporate social responsibility by adhering to principles of sustainability and social justice. Companies can play a crucial role in expanding employment, improving job quality, and economically empowering communities. 3. Society. We encourage society to participate in efforts to create an environment conducive to the creation of decent jobs by actively engaging in community and local economic development by supporting small and medium-sized enterprises, promoting entrepreneurship, and strengthening cooperation networks. Communities can become significant agents of change in building an inclusive and sustainable economy. With strong and sustainable collaboration between the government, private sector, and society, we can create an environment that supports sustainable economic growth, improves the well-being of society, and achieves inclusive development goals for all. Let's join hands to create a better future for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation from Group 7. Until we meet again, thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.